Good evening. Thank you for joining me. Tonight I'm going to show off two Vulfpeck albums. The first is their first album, which is titled Mit Peck. And the second album I'm going to show you is their Christmas album. A very Vulfy Christmas. These are both very good albums, and I'm excited to share them with you. So I'll start with the Vulfpeck record. I'm gonna take it out of its sleeve. There's not a lot of writing on this album, but I will read what I can, and I'll show the record and the album cover and the back so you can get a close-up of it. So there's the record. I'm going to take it out of its sleeve right now. The record is out of its sleeve. Put that back in there for a minute. And here we have it, the album cover. It's just a photo of the bass player with Vulfpeck written over his face. It's an iconic album cover. If we flip it around, you see there's not a lot of writing, but I will read you what I can. So, at the top, we see Vulfpeck, Mit Peck. On side A, we have Beastly. It gets funkier. And Rango. On side B, we have Cars 2. We have Prom. And the final track, Tomboy. Produced by Jack Stratton. And then the musicians on the album: Jack Stratton, composer, drums, Whirly, Rhodes, mixing. Theo Katzman, composer, drums, and guitar. Woody Goss, composer, piano, Rhodes, Whirly, and percussion. Joe Dart, composer, Fender, bass. Then the other people who worked on the album: Jake Birch, who was the engineer and mixing. Nick Nagurka, engineer, mixing, tape op. Benji Dell, photography. And Jack Stratton, album art, mixing, and mastering. Then below that, first pressing, Don't Lend to Your Buddy, which I don't believe this is a first pressing, but maybe I could be misremembering. I bought this in 2017. Maybe they didn't press it until 2017. I can't quite remember. But anyway, it's a great album. So I'll flip it around and I will show you the record now. I'm going to turn it right side up so you can see. It's a very minimalist cover. the art and the layout. It's very basic and I like it a lot. All it says is Vulfpeck, Mit Peck, and then the speed that you play the record at, 45 RPM, and a little A right next to Vulf. It's very nice. I've only played this maybe once, but aside from that, I've kept it in a little protective plastic sleeve because it's one of my favorite records. Flipping it over now, we see the same minimal design on side B. Vulfpeck, Mit Peck, and 45 RPM, and then a little B next to Vulf. I really love about Vulfpeck their minimal design. It's been like that since, as you can see, their first album, and they've maintained this font and the style since 2011, which, what is that, 14 years now? It's kind of crazy. So, I'm gonna put this back in its sleeve, and then we'll get to the next record. One moment. I'm gonna put it to the side. Okay, the second album I'm going to show you is a very Vulfy Christmas by the Woody Goss Trio, who, as we know, is the keyboard player in Vulfpeck and also the composer of many of their songs. As you can see, it's in the style of a Peanuts Christmas. I'm not even sure the name of that album, but we all know that album. Very cozy, very nostalgic, very classic. Flipping it over to the back, we have, well, I'm not going to describe the photo. You can see it's a photo of Woody Goss standing there with really adorable little birds in Santa Claus hats. On side A, we have Wait for the Moment, One for One, Animal Spirits, Sky Mall. And side B, we have Smile Meditation, My First Car, Aunt Leslie, and Christmas in LA. The personnel on this album: Woody Goss, piano, organ, Dana Hall on drums, Joe Fee on bass on tracks 1 through 6, and Matt Ullery on bass, tracks 7 through 8. Corey Wong on guitar. And then a children's choir. Audrey Smith, Vivian Smith, Tulsi Morales Johnson, Piper Huizenga, Leela Wittenberg Trubowitz, and Jennifer Hall. Children's choir conductor recorded and mixed by Noam Wallenberg at Rax Tracks Recording, Chicago. Mastered by Will Borza and Howie Weinberg. Photographed by Michael Goss. Cover art by Jair Sotelo. Copyright. Or no, that's the P, which is... I honestly can't remember. But it's 2019. Okay, now I'm going to take the record out from the sleeve. There's not much information on here. All it says is the album cover, a very Vulfy Christmas, Woody Cross Trio, and side A, with one of the characters kicking the soccer ball. Flipping it to side B, we have the same thing. A Very Vulfy Christmas by Woody Goss Trio, side B. I play this record every year at Christmas time. It's like a very cozy tradition. So even looking at it, it's like getting me in the Christmas mode right now. It's crazy. I'm gonna put the record back in its sleeve because I've been lucky enough to not scratch it yet, and I would like to keep it that way. Okay, now back in the cover. Oh. There we go. Good as new. So, as you can see, they don't put a lot of information on the cover. There's no lyric booklet, there's no, extensive writing and copyright jargon at the bottom, like many records have. There's not even a barcode on this. Very interesting. Some of my favorite records, and this album in particular is tied to a very nostalgic time, Christmas time. So I love this album. If you haven't heard it, but you're a fan of Vulfpeck, definitely check it out on YouTube. I believe there is an animation in this style on YouTube set to the music, so highly recommend. If you have any album requests for me to show off, it's possible I have it in my collection, and if not, I will keep my eye out when I'm on my travels. With that, I hope you have enjoyed your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day or your night, and I hope to see you on the next one.